Hello everybody and welcome to the third round of the PmP eSports event. My name is Sam, I will be your host commentator tonight, and I am alongside Dane Star, who's got, I think it's his first commentary role tonight.
Indeed it is.
Yeah, so obviously good to see another commentator out of the blue, obviously debuting tonight. But let's see what we've got tonight. We've got 14 races tonight. No one really no one in shock here, but the Ginger obviously winning the first two events, but this is not about the drivers, this is about each team, each driver representing their team. So obviously PmP are dominating at the moment, but TTG are closing in at the moment, so that's good to see. Any of these people you're excited to see tonight, Dane, or?
Honestly, I'm quite excited to see some of these TTG guys. I've known Westy, I've known him to be a really quick racer in other leagues. I've also seen PmP Cassie G, I know he's quick as well, so I'm excited to see some good racing today.
Yeah, and obviously some of these other guys are showing quite fast drives at the moment. Take Recon, for example, being a bit unfortunate at the moment, but he has been showing very good pacing qualifying. Who else is there? Siege finishes 5th last time out. He had a good race last time out. Terror Racer being quick and quite unfortunate as well for PmP. Obviously PmP Ginger winning the first two races, and obviously Westy as well being a bit unlucky recently. But there's no Honey Badger tonight, who was really the main competitor in my opinion to Ginger. Obviously from the TTG side, so he's not here tonight. We have the owner of TTG Maze in the lobby tonight, so that's gonna be interesting to see how he can do. Who are you watching, Dane, or is there no one really specifically watching at the moment?
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through right now, seeing what compound everyone is on. I think I'm gonna go on a highlight with the person who's about to start a hot lap, which looks to be
Ozone Easton, isn't it? Because he's now just about to start, which he's now on a hot lap, so he's the first man to potentially set a lap time. Ozone Easton, not really heard much of him, if I'm honest. I believe in the last event he was quite unlucky, but then again, hopefully this race is a better race for him. As I'm just going to try and get the video up. I believe I've found it. Yes, I have. So I'm just going to get that up so I make sure that everything is going well. Hello to the 7 people watching at this current point. I hope you are all doing well tonight on this, I'd say, funny Monday night. Let's just be honest. As Ozone Easton is on a lap right now. He hasn't invalidated, which is good to see through the first sector. Let's hope his lap was good.
Yeah, he took the double S's really well. Took the first sector, looking to be on a quite good lap here.
Yeah.
Now enters the final sector.
Let's see what he can do. He's got 1 minute point 2, 1 minute and 2 seconds. I don't know what the point was there. I didn't quite catch that. It kind of put me off guard. Into the final sector. A bit of a poor exit out of that corner, but let's see what he can do through this long right-hander. Uses all the space. That may be an invalidation. He's kind of lost the car completely there. I mean, I don't know what's happened to him there, but let's see if he's invalidated or not. He's got no ERS left. Let's see him open the DRS, and he's at 1 minute 33. That's an okay lap. It's not great. Look at that Terror Racer smashing it with a 1 minute 31.6 there. Who is close to finishing a lap? TTG Westy, one of the faster guys, well, I'm aware of in this lobby. I'm not going to assume everyone's pace because I'm not sure of some of these drivers, but Westy I do know is a pretty quick driver. Been a little bit unlucky, especially in Brazil with one of the Ozone drivers. A terrible drive from that race, so they're very aggressive, but let's see what Westy can do in this round. Let's see what pace he can set. Is it not the official lap? I think he invalidated. Yes, he did. Let's see what
about to cross the line. Was into P2. Solid lap.
Very solid lap. Let's see what Ginger's doing right now. Ginger, obviously the man who's won both the first two races, the man to beat in this event. Absolutely smashed both of them, well away from the rest of the field. obviously PmP as well, showing great pace at the moment over TTG. Let's see what Ginger can do then around the final corner. Opens the DRS wide open. It's a 1 minute 31.2. And that goes pole position. A brilliant lap from the first lap, obviously. And to be set, PmP regular. Haven't seen this guy yet. I'm not sure if he was in the first event, but 1 minute 36 was invalid though, so probably not his best lap time. Let's see what Siege can do. Siege is on our lap, so this is going to be interesting to see what Siege can do. There's a car in front of it. I think that's an Ozone driver because of the blue colour. That's now coming into the pits. It was an Ozone driver. Let's see what Siege can do. Misses the apex, could have gone a little bit further in, but oh well. It's 4th place for him with 1 minute 31.8. Pretty decent. And look at that. The TTG guys and PmP guys once again showing pretty much a pretty repetitive story, I would say, as they are dominating the top 5 at the moment.
We've got Westy about to take the final corner, so we can do here. Well, not a very good lap from him. Must have made a mistake somewhere.
Although he has got older soft tyres, just be aware of that. But they're not really high deg on this track, so yeah, it was a poor lap. But yeah, like you said, it's probably because he made a mistake or something. But we shouldn't obviously put Terror Racer and Ginger down. Very quick drivers at Navy and Siege as well, showing that they're going to try and keep the pace this race. Jay Carty on a lap. Then he's going through the S's right now, doing pretty well through it. Jay Carty, probably the best of the bunch in terms of Ozone, if I'm honest. A lot of the Ozone guys have struggled to really keep up with the pace, and Jay Carty has been in there. He actually almost, I think he did get a podium, or at least he was very close to getting a podium in Germany, but let's see what he can perform today. Next, this is also an interesting one. I believe they're the only team not to get a podium if Jay Carty has got a podium, obviously. But Aspect is in the pits. There's not many Nexus guys in tonight. I believe Aspect is the only one, unless Noel Petrick, but I think he is Ozone. So Nexus haven't really got many guys here tonight, which is slightly disappointing from them, but see what Jay Carty can do. He's on a pretty decent lap here, but where's he going to be? So he's in 1 minute 20s now. He's got a few seconds to beat Ginger. Don't think it's going to happen. So he goes on the inside here, goes quite wide, uses all the track. Is it going to be... Oh, he invalidated there. 1 minute 32.2 though. Oh, no, he didn't invalidate. It was a 1 minute 32.2. Excuse me there on that one. As everyone now has set their first laps. No one is on a lap. I think, actually no, TJ Carlo's on a lap. Just started his lap. I just noticed that there. Cass G.
Not very tidy turn 1.
Yeah, he's going to stop this lap. Yeah. PmP driver. Well, I've got to say, Terror Racer was on a lap. We'll have to actually go on board with him. But look at that stunning livery from TJ Carlo there. I like that livery. Terror Racer with black and, well, there's less orange in there, but obviously they're running orange and black livery PMPR. All got different liveries tonight, so it's all very flexible and very good. If I'm being honest with you, I do like that livery. Let's see what Terror Racer can do. A brilliant first way through the S's onto sector 2 now. Let's see what he can do. He's got Ginger in front of him, so they're probably doing some sort of slipstream thing to get Terror Racer up there and well away from the TTG drivers. Let's see. Look at that, the slipstream working, an absolute treat for Terror Racer here. Ginger's going to pull out the way and Terror Racer's going to continue his lap on. Let's hope for the PmP driver that he can set possibly a lap time, but he's 2/10 down. I don't understand how he's 2/10 down, but all that help from Ginger has kind of not paid off at the end of the day. I think that corner says it all as well. It was not the best sort of exit out that corner. Let's see how he's going to do then around the final few corners. He's going low on the revs, so I'll kind of suggest something, I guess. Let's see what happens though. Terror Racer around to the final corner. It's going to be a 1 minute 32.5, and yeah, that's nowhere near. Ginger was
around.
Oh, Cassie G's around. Oh, one of the PmP drivers rounds and spinning on those medium tyres. They'll probably have to get back to the pits and get a set of softs on. Ginger's on a lap, Navy's on a lap. More importantly, let's see if he can beat Terror Racer out. Let's see if Ginger can improve, because Ginger's further on his lap. See what his sector 1 time is going to be. His split is a tiniest bit up by a fraction, less than 100th up though. Let's see what he can do through to sector 2, where I believe you can make up, well, yeah, you can probably make up the most time, except for sector 1, I guess. But sector 2, you can make up quite a variable amount of time at the start and also at the finish of it. You've got to be very gets more technical in sector 2 towards the end. And sector 3 is obviously where it does get quite fast, and you've got like have that concentration. But oh well, let's see how Ginger does on this lap. A little bit of desync there doesn't help me, didn't help to see if he's going to be up or down. He's up by 1/10 then. How is Navy doing then? He is 100th down, so he could definitely go. And Recon there finishes a lap time there, going 7/10 quicker, so it looks like Recon trying to set the fastest lap of the session. Goes pole with just the tiniest amount though, so Ginger will probably have to be aware of that. Does he invalidate the hair? I'm not 100% sure. See around the final corner, see what he does. He hasn't been saving his ERS, but he has gone back to the top position with a 1 minute 31.098. So Navy crosses the line as well and goes ahead of Terror Racer. Siege has also come around the final corner as well. Let's see what Siege can do. Is he going to improve on his lap time? It's a 1 minute 31.4, and Terror Racer's down to 5th place, so a bit worrying there for the PmP driver. So Wesley's on hard tyres here. That's an interesting selection of tyres there. Trying something rather unique, but let's see what lap time he can do. This is coming around to the final corner now. Let's see what lap time it's going to be. Is it going to be a 1 minute 33? It's going to be 1 minute 33.2. Moves him up to 9th ahead of Einstein. Regular is he's invalidated his lap again, it looks like. Maze is on the out lap, not set a lap time yet. Cassie G not set a lap time either.
During the top 4, this looks like it's going to be a really close race. All looking not very far off pace at all. We're getting to under the 5 minutes.
Let's not forget Terror Racer. He can set a faster lap time than that. I definitely know he can. Terror Racer, a very quick driver. So the top 5 right now only separated by half a second, which isn't too bad for something like these sort of events, where maybe you do expect a little bit of a gap between the top and the bottom. But it's good to see some very close guys at the front there, especially the top 3. Look at that, separated by less than 2/10. Definitely.
Noel Petrick taking some extraordinary lines. Definitely seen one of before.
Rather interesting, but he's invalidated, as you can see, because he's obviously got no ERS going. Maze is on a lap. Maze, I think, is invalid. What's happened to Maze there?
Slowly.
Gone very slowly through the corners, and he's actually just looks like he's stuck in 7th gear. I'm sure he's not, and there we go. So rather interesting for Maze.
About to start a lap.
Yep, and someone just set a lap. That was Regular, who has...
Yeah, that was an out lap.
Oh, that was an out lap? Are you sure?
Yeah, he's gonna start hot lap now.
He's set
I believe so, he's an overtake.
Anyway, let's see what his lap can do. Everyone's in the pits at the moment, probably waiting until that 2 minute mark. Maze is invalidated, so Maze will have to go again and have to be careful as well. So with that, with everyone in the pits, I'm just going to check the comments. PmP Ginger is fast, says Kiki, and obviously Jeffrey Henney, who's been in this streams quite often. Oh yes, he is for sure. And it says Recon, but I'm pretty sure it's meant to say Recon. Can do indeed. So Casper says I have to do a tweet saying that YouTube was live. So Casper's obviously forgot that. I think Casper has done that now. Yes, he has. Yep, he's also added you, Dane, so it's good that he's found the right person, obviously, after your name change most recently. Obviously, I would like to congratulate you on that.
Thank you.
So, yeah, so it's nice to see that Dane is stepping into the eSports world as well. Not with one of these teams though, unfortunately, but still with a certain team. And Mays, was he constructed from his lap there? I don't know who that was just in front of him. I think that was Einstein constructing his lap time a bit. I'm not sure, I just looked up and glanced, didn't see the name, but...
Regular, not saying the best of laps, to be honest, but he is on 3 lap old soft, so he might want to get into the pits and get those replaced onto newer soft as quick as possible, or maybe get onto the harder tyres for the start of the race.
Navy's getting faster and faster by the week, says Conti as well, so watch out for Navy getting faster, closer as well there. 1/10 off Ginger, who obviously has dominated this series so far. So Navy's closing in, Recon's closing in as well, he's capable, but obviously, like I said, Honey Badger could have been capable. He's not here tonight, unfortunately. Terror Race has just started a lap time. This is going to be interesting to see.
Maze on the hot lap, with a long right-hander. See what we can do here.
I don't think the lap time...
Takes it to 4th gear.
Lap time probably won't be good, because he got kind of... blocked by Einstein now. I don't know what's happened there with Terrorism. It does look like he's invalidated. Yes, he has. So he's now going to
over.
He'll have to rush around the track as quick as possible to set another lap time, but it probably most likely won't be improved anyway, because obviously the soft tyres will be weared a little bit more. TJ Carlo on a lap time now. Is he still on for it? He looks like he is. Let's see what he can do.
Gonna get a bit of a slipstream from Terror Racer here.
Yeah, this is good for the team PmP. They've set up pretty well. Looks like they're all communicating with each other, making sure that they're all trying to get the best result that they can today. Let's see what TJ Carlo's going to get from that slipstream. Is he going to be up or is he going to be down? He's going to be up by the tiniest margin as he locks up. Yeah, he's locked up a lot there, and that's probably not helped him. I'll have to just stick on with this lap though, see if he can improve still. He's got the whole entire sector free to go, so he technically can do, but I don't know. See what he can do for the final 2 corners then. Is he going to be up or is he going to be down? This is Mr. Apex a lot there, but is he going to get a good exit? It was pretty mediocre, didn't do DRS, but he's up. He is up, but he didn't use the DRS. Let's see what Siege. Siege is down, so Siege is not going to be happy with that. Navy is up by 1/10 going into sector 2. This could be interesting then. Siege was down quite considerably, hence why I changed. What is Jay Carty doing? I have to be careful. That's probably not helped Navy's concentration at all, seeing that Ozone driver off the track there. I had to see how much that's affected his telemetry at the top. As he goes into sector 3, it's very close. Oh, he's up by the tiniest margin here. Navy needs to just improve through the 3rd sector, trying to go as wide as possible to get the best exit out of it possible. Oh, he's a little bit slidey there, may have just ruined his lap time a lot more. See what he can do. Is he going to get the inside he can possible? Gets probably the best that he can do on the inside. He can cut a little bit through there. It's a great line, as you just said. As he goes on the inside, uses most of the track, uses pretty much all of it. And he's, oh, and what's happened there? Is he invalidated?
Invalidated through there. He did look a little bit wide.
That's unfortunate.
A bit earlier.
That was unfortunate for Navy. It looked like it was a good lap. Recon on a lap. He's 2/10 up as well. Ginger's on a lap as well. Ginger's just about to finish. What lap it's going to be? It's 1/10 faster, so the man is into the 1:30s. But what is this man going to do? TTG Recon then, getting closer. And there's a bit of incident there, and I think that Ozone driver will have to get out of the way. Oh, and that's probably not helped him at all. Recon crosses the line. I think he's invalidated.
That would have put him on pole.
That probably would have put him on pole, and like I said, the Ozone drivers may have not helped him there.
Aspect on the medium tyres, takes through the final corner. Oh, that's a really wide line.
Oh, that's a really poor line there from Aspect, and Aspect's got a really poor lap as well. 1:34. Not the best from Aspect. And there you go, he's starting at the back of the grid. Not what he would have wanted.
No, not at all.
So then, it's a similar story as last time. A lot of Dutch drivers are on the top. At the moment though, PmP ruled qualifying again, with Ginger finishing first, Recon in second place, and TTG Navy in third. TTG in the top 3 and the top 4. could be good for them in the race. Then 5th place is Terror Racer with Cassie G in 6th, Jay Carty, the first driver in Ozone, in 7th place, and TJ Carlo in 8th, Noel in 9th, Mays in 10th, Westy 11th. A poor qualifying again from Westy, but take into consideration he set that lap time on the medium tyres. And I can't remember the rest. I know 13th was Einstein and 14th Aspect. Can't remember who was 12th.
I think the top 3 is going to look really close today, all separated within 2 tenths. I think it's going to be a really good battle from start to finish.
Well, yeah, hopefully we hope for that, obviously. And the driver in 12th was PmP regular, of course. But Midnight saying, ooh, Dane. So there you go. Someone from VRT, your team has mentioned you and has called you out, so
made it.
You made it. You made it to the commentary box, and you've made it to the big time.
Yeah.
Just imagine it, like you've joined VRT, and in the end, like you at the start, you're supposed to be a driver for VRT, and next thing you know, you're the main commentator for him. You represent them as a commentator. Lovely.
That was brilliant.
Oh well, but Midnight says, can't believe you actually did this. Well, he's doing pretty well at the moment. Dane is doing well on commentary, being pretty calm. And oh, what? Jesus Christ, Ginger there, almost spinning around. Almost like Ericsson hit us all over again. Anyway, so with this formation lap, Ozone
Lestine, I believe it is.
Einstein, I've never been able to pronounce this name. I think it's Welsh. I think he is Welsh. I could just go into Race Director to see if he is.
He's taking a really wide line, definitely holding up the bottom 11.
There he is, Jesus. Don't really want to be doing that for too long, but unless others sit on the grid a lot, as TTG, Westy and Mays, and up to, well, they are in 10th and 9th, and 5th row of the grid, 2 TTG guys, but 3 TTG guys in the top 4, and only in the top 5, 3 TTG guys and 2 PmP guys. This is an advantage for TTG, wouldn't you say?
I believe so, yes, because the more drivers, the merrier. And I think as long as Recon can get a better start than Ginger, and maybe set up his teammates, he'll be able to get an early 1-2-3 for the TTG boys.
Yeah, perhaps. Obviously, we've seen. I think we've seen a 1-2-3. We haven't seen a 1-2-3 yet. PmP were close in Germany, and I believe TTG was splitting up PmP in Brazil, but in the United States tonight, I can definitely see a little bit of a split up. But like you said, there is a possibility that TTG could get a 1-2-3 with these 3 drivers right behind Ginger and splitting up Terror Racer all the way down in 5th. So that's going to be interesting to see, obviously, with the split up from them. But then you had the 2 PmP guys just behind, so you've got them 2 putting pressure on the TTG guys. So it's going to be very interesting, strategic wise, in the top 6 to see how everyone can do. And obviously turn 1's very wide as well. Apologies just for interrupting you at the end there.
Before the 5 red light start, I want to quickly get out there that we've got 3 people outside of the top 10 and Westy in 10th on the medium on the alternate strategy. Yeah, they can do.
Finley's just said in the chat, for disrespect, Ginger will dominate 8th in the world in time trial. But let's just be honest with you, I've got to be honest, time trial does not tell the full picture all the time. Sometimes it does, but like Jax just said, or Midnight has just said, it means nothing. But we are underway for this race, and the third event of this, the third event of the event in general, of this PmP eSports event. I've said event 6 times, but Ginger gets a good start. TTG guys have moved down, one of them has moved down, Siege has moved down, Terror Race up to 4th. Now he's going to be attacking Navy, looking for 3rd place, trying to split the 3 TTG guys up even more. Let's see what Cassie's doing. He's sticking behind Siege for now. Jakarta, what's happened to Eastin? Eastin's gone for a move on the inside. That was a pretty aggressive move on Maze, but a pretty good move as well. So Ozone Eastin now up to 10th place, and now he's going to, I guess, catch up.
Contact the rocket bridge. This aspect is round.
Nexus Aspect round.
On the medium tires as well, I think that might be his race done. May have to hope for a safety car or something.
Well, let's see if he has got damage. Can't quite see from this view. Just waiting to see. Actually, hold on. There is a side-by-side here at the front here between Ginger and Recon. Recon's going to try and go on the inside, but has to be careful of his teammate Navy here, who's now side-by-side of him. These two have to calm down a little bit. Make sure that they keep Terror Racer out, but must obviously catch Ginger. They must make sure they stay behind him. Let's see what the two TTG boys can do. Can they catch up with Ginger, or will Ginger just get away now like he has in the last two races? Recon losing a little bit of pace to him, but is Slipstream going to play the game, and obviously DRS furthermore into lap 3 and beyond? No real gap so far. It's nice to see something like that, and let's see what Jay Carty can do. He's lost out a lot of time to Cassie G. Cassie G though right behind Siege. Let's see if he's going to make a move here. Surely not. No, he's not. He's not going to risk it all for his team at the moment. Two TTG cars chasing down that PmP driver in first place. Let's see if he can actually keep that first place through the S's. Goes a little slow on the exit there, which is good for Recon. Made up a lot of time, but obviously he'll have to have no DRS to help him, as I need to add everything to my thing, which I haven't seen. Noel's already got a 3-second time penalty. Not a good start for him. See what Recon could do. He's going to close in even further more with Ginger here. Let's see if Slipstream's going to play the aid game at the moment. Ginger looks like he's using more ERS than Recon is, but Recon is closing thanks to Slipstream. Let's see if Recon is going to make a move. It don't look likely, but let's see what he can do. No, he's not. He's going to hold back a little bit longer. Anyone else looking to make a move? It doesn't look like it. Westy and Jay Carty has done something there. They're side by side. I've just noticed that. So Westy and Jay Carty side by side, and Westy on the outside. This is a good battle to see.
Yes, he can.
Looks
and
like
he's down the inside. Will Carty make a switchback?
He looks like
Westy is through.
Westy's
looking really good for this race. He's already gained 3 positions in something to P7.
Sector 3. I think that is Maze. Maze has gone off. I think he's had a little bit of contact or collision with Regular there. I think Ozone Eastin was well away. Yes, he was. So I'm wondering if that was something to do with Regular there. Maybe something to do with Eastin. Anyway, Jay Carty then 8th place. Westy in 7th place at the moment. Got away from Jay Carty now, and now he's challenging Cassie G. So let's see what Westy can do in the next 2 or 3 laps. See if Casper can also keep that 6th place. So it's now PmP, TTG, TTG, PmP, TTG, PmP, TTG. That is your top 7, and obviously the first Ozone driver splitting up the top 8, with obviously being another PmP driver there.
He tried to make the dive on the inside or wait for the straight. He will wait for the straight.
He wait for the straight. Obviously he's got DRS on this straight as well, so obviously he would put in
ERS.
Yeah, he's I don't know, he's got ERS to waste, but DRS here, he's gonna easily make the move, but he's got to make the move on the outside here. Ginger will have to go again at the inside here. Is he gonna go for the inside move? A little bit of lock up there from Recon, a little bit of contact as well. Luckily no wing damage, and look at these two side by side. Ginger on the outside, Recon on the inside, but this time Ginger will have the inside. Let's see what Recon can do. Wants to get the switch back, but Ginger holding position pretty well and dominating the track, making sure that Recon can't get past. Let's see what Siege can do. He's nowhere near Terror Racer at the moment. Terror Racer is losing time to Navy. Navy is nowhere near the front 2 as well. Ginger goes a little bit wide. This is good for Recon, who will have DRS into the next straight. See if he can make a move. Let's see what Recon can do. It looks like Ginger had the better exit, but look at this. ERS and DRS playing a big factor. Going as inside as he possibly can, Recon there, to make the move for the lead. But let's see what Ginger will react with. It looks like Recon's going to take the lead for the S's then. Let's see what Navy's doing as well, just behind. There's no real other battles going on right now. A lot of drivers still in DRS range, but no one really catching up too much. See if Navy can get a better exit than Ginger on the corner before the DRS. And look at this, he might even make a move here. He's kind of Ginger's kind of struggling with Recon behind. So what Finley said earlier could come to bite back at him there.
Ginger and Navy, they do have the same amount of ARS, but Navy does have the DRS, but so does Ginger.
Navy has the better. Navy has the better exit. Well, not the better exit. He has the better. Well, he has the more slipstream there from Ginger, and he might actually make a move here. It's going to be close. These two side by side through the corner, and now around the outside. Navy will have to go. Will it have to be the switchback? It looks like it's going to be, but let's see what Navy can do. Is he going to go for a diving move? I've seen it before. I've seen it before from Gavin, YouTube in a league, obviously, and very impressive moves he was setting there. But obviously, you don't want to be too risky at this point. We're only on lap 4 out of 28. Let's see what Navy can do. Is he going to close in again at Ginger? Ginger is closing, I think, a little bit more recon as well. So let's see if Navy gets a better exit here. And let's see if he can get the slipstream right this time. And can he get the move done on Ginger? I don't think he has this time. Is he going to go for it? No, he's not. It looks like Recon, though, has got a poor... I mean, I guess he's got a better exit there, but he's kind of lost the car a little bit. Has to be careful not to, obviously, crash out. Let's see what Navy can do. He's gaining from Ginger. It looks like Ginger is struggling for the S's a little bit more than what the two TTG guys are. He's losing a lot of time to them, but let's see what Navy can do again. Obviously, Ginger's going to close in a little bit more here. Looks like he's struggling through the S's a little bit, and he's making up time in sector 2 and sector 3. Navy has lost time to Ginger there, so it doesn't look likely Navy's going to make any move anytime soon. Although there's a poor line from Ginger. Have to watch out. And Siege, sorry, Terror Racer and Siege as well, battling. J Carty will have DRS while Cassie G will not. So this is good for J Carty. Is he going to catch up to Cassie G? Has he got enough straight? Looks like he has. He's going to go side by side with the PmP driver. Let's see if he's going to make the move clearly done. Yes, he does. And he blocks Cass as well from making the move back. So J Carty there, pretty good overtake for now. PmP TJ Carlo just behind as well, doing pretty well at the moment. Let's see what Cass can do against J Carty. See what Siege is doing right now as well. Siege and Terror Racer. Look at this, the top 5. It's like a little train at the back there. Obviously the two cars right at the back there. Also, I guess in this train as well. Ginger closing. Oh, and Ginger's going for a move on Recon. Let's see if he's going to get it. It's close, but let's see what Recon's going to do. He's got to track instead. Look at Navy as well. Navy close behind now. Recon's going to have to slow down. Look at this. This is very close. And what's Navy going to do? He's kind of constructed his teammate there, Recon. I don't know if that was intentional or accidental, but Recon's not really helped Navy, and Navy's got a 3-second time penalty. And obviously going for the S's, if you make one bad move, it could lead to just a bunch of back corners, and that's what's happened to Navy pretty much. And now PmP Ginger in the lead of this race.
It's really playing to Westy's hands here. He is in P6, but he is definitely in this train, in the DRS train.
Oh yeah, and he's catching up as well.
Man battle, this is going to be great.
Let's see if he can catch up to Siege. I doubt it. Siege's not catching up to Ginger. Oh, look at this.
To the inside.
Recon is going to get the move done. He's going to get it later on the brakes. He's got to be careful though, obviously with no traction control most likely. Is he going to get a switchback done? No, he's not. Oh, he's almost lost the car. He's kept it a little bit. He's going to go to the inside. He's not going to get the move done. And Navy as well there, almost caught up in an incident with Terror Racer there. Have to watch out also for that as well. But now Navy is right behind Recon. Got a wider line here, but see if any of them can catch up with Ginger, or is Ginger just going to pull away?
I think if Ginger can break over the 1 second DRS mark, and really pull away whilst these two are battling, he can really show his dominance in this race. But the TTG boys will have to work together.
Look at that from Terror Racer! That was just, they got a lot of overshoot, and then he's lost the position to Westy as well. Terror Racer there in the background, just almost completely smashing into the back of Navy, and just goes a lot wide. And now Westy up to 4th place on the medium tyres. This has played well into Westy's hands. Maybe Westy could be on for a race win here, and he's still keeping with Navy as well. Let's see what this battle is for 7th place. J Carty, TJ Carlo catching up as well. Cass with a little bit of a gap between him and Siege now. Probably a battle for the midfield at the moment.
Side by side between Westy and I believe that's Navy.
Oh, let's see. I think
he's going to let him through here. Yes, he will.
Yep. And let's see what Recon can do. Recon just right behind Ginger again. It looks like Ginger's going to stay in the lead for now. Let's see what the Recon can do. It looks like he's not really doing very well at the moment, trying to keep up with Ginger. Ginger's just about got the better exits, really. It could show he's got the better tyres as well, so hopefully their Recon can keep up with Ginger, because obviously we do not want this battle to go away, because it is very close. Who else have we got? Terror Racer as well, but it's all a DRS train. But it's really all about Recon, how Recon could do here. Is he going to catch up enough to Ginger? It doesn't look like. And Cassie does pit 9th place. He'll go right down, probably to the back of the grid, maybe except for Maze, who obviously made that spin earlier. Let's see what Recon could do. Can he get the move on Ginger done, or can he at least close in on him?
I wonder in a few laps time, will Recon let Westy through to see if he can battle him on those better medium tyres? Or will Recon try to keep battling with Ginger? Cassie gets a 3-second time penalty.
That was rather immediate. And so does Regular as well. He just comes out of the pits, and next thing you know, he's got a time penalty. Anyway, let's see what Recon could do. It's likely to make a move on Ginger. What about Westy? Look at Ginger sliding over to the right, making sure that Recon doesn't get past me. It's almost inevitable. There's someone crashed out. I think that may have been Regular. I think these two go side by side. It's going to be close, and look at that. Recon's going to go wide. Westy's in this battle as well. Westy trying to show his pace off to these two front runners on the sauce. Now it's probably about time.
Huge
it's
send.
pits. Oh, Recon.
Ginger does get the switch back.
Look at this though. Westy's going to have to take over now from Recon, because obviously he realises now the mediums are probably better than the softs now. Softs are probably weared out a lot more than the mediums, and Westy has probably got more pace than Ginger, and maybe is Ginger going to come into the pits? No, he's not. He's going to stay out. So is Recon. Don't know why Cassie came to the pits. There we go, people starting to make pit stops now. Let's see what Westy can do, as he's got Ginger. Ginger's defending the inside line, although he needs a good exit here as well. Needs to hog the whole track. Looks like he's done that pretty well, so Ginger's going to hold this position throughout the first sector, unless it's obviously soft skit away from him, which is unlikely to do so completely. But see what Westy can do. Can Westy keep up with Ginger? Ginger's been quick all season. Let's see if Westy
does get close. I
definitely
think the mediums are in better shape than the soft tyres at this point in time.
Does indicate.
Can do anything on the back straight.
He's keeping up with Ginger. Let's see if he's gonna make an overtake move, perhaps here. Ginger looking a bit, I mean, excuse the pun, gingerly on those soft tyres a little bit, as Westy now going to make the move on Ginger. Ginger doesn't defend this time, kind of realises he may lose this position, but Westy obviously now takes the provisional lead of this race, so it's looking very good for Westy, since these soft tyres have not, obviously these soft tyre drivers have not pitted yet, so looking very good for Westy indeed at the moment.
Looking down the grid, we've got Terror and Aspect. Will Terror try to make a move down the inside, go for a little bit of a lunge? No, he looks to go around the outside, on the harder compound compared to Aspect on some medium tyres. Gives him a bit of a squeeze, but Terror does hold it down the inside. Looks to give Aspect a bit of a squeeze as well.
Ooh, an Aspect, I don't think he's going to go for a move here. Terror Racer missing the apex though, probably a better exit there from Aspect, but you've got to think Terror Racer's on the fresher tyres, but he's on the hard tyres compared to Aspect's mediums. Finley S has left the session. I think there's Finley in the chat. Don't know why Finley was not racing. I think he may have been a little late to the party. I look at Ginger, Recon and Siege all pitting for TTG and PmP. Westy obviously staying out, but Navy also staying out, so same with Jay Carty and TJ Carlo. So them two are going to continue to battle for a little bit longer.
We're just going to get real close here. Aspect does go wide, and I believe he does lose a position to Cassie.
Cassie's going to go for Siege.
He did set the fastest lap, so I believe he is going really.
Cassie's going to two-stop though. Cassie's going to two-stop. Surely he cannot nurse those soft tyres to the end. Obviously not. another 18 laps to go. That'll be 20 laps old soft, so he'll have to make another pit stop. As for Siege, I don't think he will have to make another pit stop. Let's see what happens though.
Maybe PmP could be trying to play a strategical call here and try hold up, get past Siege and hold him up, so that his teammate Ginger can gain more of a gap.
This is actually that's actually good.
Really well.
That is actually a very good point. A look at this, Terror Racer's letting Siege pass just about. He's going to square him off here, but this is the thing with Cassie. He probably had to come in a lap later, since the soft tyres are obviously going to go away quicker than the mediums. Because obviously he would have had a lot more grip out of that, and that's probably going to help his team. Yes, he got past Siege there. He has got past Siege.
Cassie is past Siege. Now he has 2 PmP drivers in front of him. This could really harm his race here.
And Ginger
really help Ginger.
Ginger at the moment well away from Recon at the moment as well, like 7/10 is quite a gap now. Look at this, Cassie looking right behind Terror Racer. He may have to take over from Terror Racer here, so Terror Racer will have to probably get the position. PmP TJ Carlo comes out, so does so does Jay Carty as well. And Navy's just come out into this battle. Look at this! 3 wide in this battle! Look at this, Siege just got the position done. Cassie though is right behind still. Terror Racer defending the line from TTG at the moment, so TTG Siege does not look like he's going to go anywhere other than 6th at the moment. So Terror Racer making sure that Ginger does not get caught up by TTG even more. I just realised Ozone Eastin is in 2nd place, 17 seconds slower.
Really close to Ginger, who's really close to Leston.
Let's see what Ginger can do. Ginger's going to make the easy move on Eastin. Let's see about Recon. Yes, Recon's going to do the same. He may even do the same to Ginger here. If he's going to do it, he's going to do it around the outside. He's got the broke a little bit later. Don't think he's going to get it just for now, but he's kind of like extended a little bit. Would be looked into obviously, but let's see on the inside line. I think Ginger's got the better exit, and Recon has to be careful not to spin. Look at Eastin 5/10 behind, and C just lost out a lot of time to the 2 leaders.
Oh, this is really close between Siege, Terror and Navy.
Let's not
Navy
forget,
is looking a bit of better shape than Terror Racer on the South compound and has more ERS than him. Although he will be dragged, Terror will be dragged on by Siege having ERS, and Terror says that Recon sets the fastest lap of the race, showing he's not setting the pace.
Well, let's not forget Westy leading this race. Obviously, is still in contention, but the problem is here is that there's a 16-second gap between Ginger and Westy, and that's closing. So Westy, when he comes in for the soft tyres, whenever that will be interested to see. Interested to see how much he can catch up with the drivers behind. Recon just behind Ginger at the moment. Eastin's lost 2 seconds to them already, so Recon's lost time to Ginger as well. Ginger looks like he's going to get away even further, but let's see if he's going to close the gap a little bit. Could be completely wrong, and Recon will go for a dive here, but I don't think he will. He'll go conservative for now, and that's probably good as well. Let's see what Recon can do. He's got closing the gap. Look at Terror Racer as well, 7/10 behind. Look at Navy, 1/10 behind Terror Racer. So this battle in the midfield going on right now is pretty close. Cassie G has lost a lot of time out to it, and he's not even in DRS. But look at Navy. Navy's right behind Terror Racer and possibly likely to make a move if he just keeps with the PmP driver here. He goes as inside as possible there. Navy probably gets the best, and Jamie's here. Obviously. I asked him to do comms. Yeah, I don't know if Jamie can do comms. But hello, Jamie, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you're here. We're doing comms right now, me and Dana. And I was inviting you to do comms, but you were not here.
Oh, sorry. Oh, awkward. See you in a bit.
Alright, mate, I'll see you in a bit.
By the way, I love you.
Alright, yeah, I love you too, mate. Love you too. Alright, let's get going. Well, that was a bit awkward out of nowhere.
Indeed it was.
That's Jamie for you though. Jamie comes in at all times, and he's a pretty good commentator alongside me the other week, obviously, but And I asked him to do this event with me, but he was not here at the time. But now he was here, so. But unfortunately, I found the replacement in Dane, and Einstein is holding up Siege very much so. And I think Siege may have got some wind damage there. Has he got wind damage? No, he hasn't. Kind of lucky.
Will Terror Racer be able to get past Einstein? That would be within his best interest. Under harder combat, he does make a dive down the inside, and he gets the move done.
Look at Recon. Recon has made a move on Ginger. These two side by side. Let's see what Recon can do. Recon probably for the race lead as well, but these two continuing to battle helps Westy out a lot. These two side by side through this corner. Look at this. Someone's surely going to go wide. No one's going wide here. Look at this then. TTG Recon pulls out. He pulls out just there from Ginger, and he's going to settle for the DRS. Into turn 1 obviously would be interesting to see. He needs a better exit. Gets an okay exit. Doesn't have that much ERS at the moment, but this shows how much he's pushing compared to Ginger. Is he going to make the move? He's going to make the move. Let's see what happens here between these two. Leaves him enough space, Ginger. But Ginger gets much better exit. Recon almost loses the car completely there. Let's see what
Terror Racer.
Yep, I just saw that as well. Look at these two side by side through the SS section. Let's see what happens here between these two. I think, is he going to pull out Terror Racer? Yes, he is. Is he going to look for the better line? Yeah, there's a lot of penalties being handed out from these drivers today. Regular's got another penalty as well, I think, as well. So, a lot of penalties been dished out at the moment on this track. Drivers will have to be careful. There's Jay Carty getting one as well.
Just got to think all this battling is going to really help Westy at the ending of the races, as all these guys are going to be wearing out their tyres, and Westy on the fresh softs will be looking really good pace wise. Well, they are making small inroads on him.
Let's look at Casse. Casse is moving up, but let's see what Recon can do. Casse makes an easy move on Einstein, who's falling down the field rather dramatically. Recon at the moment 4 tenths back. Let's see what he can do against Ginger. Ginger gets the bear exit again. So they're running different setups, these two drivers. Ginger probably getting a lot more better on the straights to Recon, while in the corners, I guess Recon is keeping up through that way. But he will have DRS through here. Let's see what happens then. Will Recon try and catch up to Ginger? Ginger's got bear exit again, and that shows acceleration for Ginger is much better than Recon. And look at this, Ginger's probably got away quite considerably now from Recon. So Recon will have to have a good S section here. Casse's in the pits again. He's going to move down a lot of positions. Ginger gets a 3-second time penalty. So time penalties are going to be a big thing at the end of this race. Obviously, we're not going to check them right now, because obviously that just spoils the fun of unpredictability there. But Recon, as long as he closes in, it looks like he could possibly beat Ginger on penalties here.
The field is beginning to look a tiny bit more spread out now.
Terror Racer at 7 tenths behind Navy.
We're again to 5th, 6th and 7th. All have DRS on each other, I believe, but none of them really making any inroads on each other. You do have Recon gaining on Ginger a little bit in the final sector.
Well, that was because of the DRS in the straight there. Hopefully this is a good exit from Recon. Recon must make sure that he doesn't get too early on the throttle and ends up spinning the car, which he almost has done a couple of times tonight. Ginger seems to be getting away quite considerably. There's yellow flags, and that was regular. Regular has probably lost it through the S section and has kind of spun the car into the wall or something, I'm assuming. See, Recon's not going to make a move done either on Ginger. The safety car.
Oh, this is huge.
This is not good for Westy. I'm telling you that, especially in this position as well. Westy must be absolutely livid with this. Look at Ozone Easteen doing something here. Trying to make something work here. This could be interesting for some of these drivers towards the back here coming into the pits. They're going to have fresh tyres here. These guys are not going to have fresh tyres, but they should be able to make it to the end. Ozone Easteen there. Pretty interesting to see him coming into the pits. Onto the softs. They can't last 12 laps, can they?
Well, to be fair, with the safety car, they will have a few laps going slowly. So I think the safety car will be in on about lap 18 now, give them about 11-10 laps to really push hard on the softs. I think they can make it, especially if they're fresh.
I think at the moment though, I think Delta wise, I think they all have to stay in the Delta. So technically this could work for Westy then. Westy could technically come into pits, get those, I guess the softs on. I don't think the softs can last 12 laps though. If this maybe went another like 3 or 4 laps, this would have been absolutely perfect for Westy. But unfortunately it doesn't, and Westy probably is in a little bit of a nutshell.
I do believe he'll come out in P4 or P5. So it's not like he's in a bad position. He's got Recon in front of him. I believe he'll let him through there unless Recon pits for softs.
Yeah,
and it's just Ginger.
The problem is though, how long can the softs tyres last on this track? We've seen drivers coming in after like 7 laps, 8 laps. Haven't really seen them coming after 12 laps, obviously.
Westy pits.
Oh, he does pit, so this is going to be interesting. Is it going to be onto the soft tyres? I would assume so, but Ginger will take the lead of this race and will be leading from the safety car. I'm pretty sure he will. Oh, Ginger's in the pits. Same with Recon as well. Siege is staying out.
Navy stays out.
Wait, so is Westy? Wait, so is Westy going to be leading this race then? Hold on, is Siege? Yeah. Siege is not going to make it.
Siege will lead.
No, Westy will lead.
This is worked perfectly for him. Westy could win this race.
Oh my word! Look at this, Westy and Siege. Look at this, TTG 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Brilliant.
This was great strategy work from TTG, and it's completely flipped on its head. And look at this PmP look like for a decent result. Look at them now, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Well, no, now 9th. So there we go, TTG in the top 4 here, and Westy's going to be pretty well protected by the drivers behind. But the thing is, Recon's gone on the medium tyres, and Westy's gone on the softs. And why is the softs, in my opinion? I don't think the softs can make 11 laps, but then again the safety car is out. I mean the degradation is going to be low for Westy. Just needs to make sure that his tyres are heated up. But
I believe this could be really, really good at the end, because we have Westy on the soft tyres and we have the other TTG boys on the mediums that will give him protection. But we
Look
also
at
have Ginger, who has shown a lot of pace tonight, who could really get past the TTG boys, and then we've got Terror Racer on the softs as well. So this could really be a full finish at the end of the race, bearing in mind Westy doesn't really pull away.
Well, my opinion is up to the TTG lads to make sure that Ginger and Terror Racer stay behind them. They must defend for their lives. Obviously, if they do so, that means Westy's going to get a rather distance away from the other TTG guys. But obviously, like I said at the start of the stream, it's not about where the drivers finish, it's about where the team finishes. And at the moment, if they can keep it 1, 2, 3, 4, which is kind of unlikely, let's be honest, with the 2 PmP drivers on the softs, but as long as they can keep this going and keep Westy far ahead, they'll get the victory, and the first victory in the event. That's probably what they want to do as well. So Siege, Navy, Recon, sorry, not Riki, had to keep him behind for such a certain amount. Let's see what Ginger and Terror Racer can do, but let's look at what the chat is saying. Decent comms so far. Sam says BB plays. That is Brett or Brettster or BBB Retster, whichever one you want to call him. Jeffrey Henny says this will gonna be fun. Well, this is going to be fun. Let's go TTG, and the comms are great indeed. Thank you, Jeffrey, and thank you, Brett, obviously, for the compliments. I will take it as obvious praise, and obviously, hopefully, Dane will as well. I'm pretty sure Dane has been pretty decent as well. And Casper has said, "What a brilliant madness!" So it is brilliant madness, really. It's kind of a surprise for TTG to be top 4 all of a sudden. I mean, they were fighting for the top 8 between the top 7, well, the top 6 really, but TGG all in the top 4. They probably won't stay there, but look at Westy. Westy will hope to get away. And Midnight has said, someone will hashtag what's a left pedal into turn 1. Oh dear.
Here we go, Jake Harty. He does pit, and he pits onto the mediums. Not sure why he wouldn't try risks the soft, especially judging the position he's in. He cuts the entire S section. Just definitely wants to catch up to the back of the grid as soon as possible, obviously.
In my opinion, it doesn't look like the safety car's coming in this lap. It might come in this lap, but even so, I do think Jake Harty will catch up to the back. So I guess that risk. Lucky that he hasn't got any penalties or anything. But let's see what Westy can do. Westy needs a good exit, and it looks like as he's warming up his tyres, it looks like there is a potential chance the safety car will come in this lap. There's a 10-lap sprint to the line then for Westy, and yes, it is.
Safety car in this lap.
Safety car will be in this lap, so it will be a good opportunity for Westy to get away as he has his teammates all backed up behind him. He's going to back him up as much as possible. Let's hope though that Ginger and Terror Racer can have a decent thing. And look at this, Terror Racer right on the outside of Recon, kind of playing mind games with Recon possibly on that outside line there. Let's see what happens then. Ginger will be on the inside, so Westy needs to be careful and needs to make sure he's
getting a 5-second penalty for colliding with Cassie G.
What's he done with Cassie G there, colliding with him? How did he collide in this sort of situation? You must know that they're not going to go fast. Look at this. There goes Westy. Westy away. And look at Recon. Recon's got to be careful. It looks like he's got away from Ginger very well. And Terror Racer's got a poor start as well. So this is perfect for the TTG guys who are getting away from the PmP guys. And look at Westy. 6 tenths ahead of Siege. So this is very good for Westy. He's got 9 laps to go on these 2-lap-old slots. But remember, they will be less dead. So it looks like that Westy may make it to the end on these tyres. Ginger and Terror Racer also on these tyres, so let's see what them two can do. They must get past the TTG drivers very quickly, who are all looking like they're a massive unit at the moment, keeping the PmP drivers behind. Look at them, all 3 of them. I don't think it's going to be easy to make the move on all 3 of them. I don't think there's DRS either early on in this stage, so this is good for Westy.
Oh, that's a huge send from Ginger.
Oh, is he going to get 2 of them? Well, he's got 1 of them there, and he needs to get rid of the next 2. Navy is next, and let's see if he can make the move into the next corner. There's a corner where you can see moves, but Navy's got probably the bear exit there. And look at Ginger, probably eyeing up the move. Is he going to make it?
Oh,
he's going to go for it.
Huge send.
Oh, he's got a 3-second time penalty.
A bit silly from him.
Oh, he shouldn't have done that.
Risk it all.
He's too risky. He's still got to realise there's 9 laps to go. He can still catch Westy, but he's just probably now.
Westy already 3 seconds ahead.
Yeah,
Ginger
look at this.
To get past these 2 as soon as possible.
Ginger's not going to do it.
Flag in sector 3.
Oh, Ginger's not going to do it. Oh, that must be something to do with Eistin.
Eistin's crashed into the barrier.
Yeah, there's surely no way, in my opinion, that I mean now Ginger could probably make a move on the straight, but you'll have no DRS again, so it's really all about the exit of Ginger. It looks like it's gone for a worse exit. Look at these 2 TTG guys spreading out the field, but Ginger's going to go for the move again on both of them. Let's see if he's going to get the move done, and I think he has got the move done.
Oh,
so now,
brilliant move from him.
Oh, here we go then. So we're now on. Look at Terror Racer. Terror Racer's now making a move, and then he's going to go side by side with Recon. Oh, what's happened to Navy there? Oh, sorry, Siege.
Siege is wide.
Siege has gone completely wide. Yeah, and Terror Racer's up to 5th place. And look at this though. Ginger's now on the hunt to catch up with Westy now. Let's see what the deltas are going to be. They should close in rather considerably, looking at how Ginger's pace was against Westy's in qualifying. However, Westy looks like he's got a pretty comfortable lead. He's got 8 laps to keep a 3-second gap over Ginger. He's capable of doing that. Navy's 5 tenths behind. Recon is 6 tenths behind, and so is Terror Racer 5 tenths behind as well. It's going to be very close coming into the final corners. I don't think Cassie's going to make a move on Terror Racer. He almost bumps into the back of him there. Aspect is also looking for a move, and so is, well, TJ Carlo's got pretty wide.
Oh yeah, that extra grip from Aspect is really gaining on Cassie.
Yeah, 2 tenths off.
If he can get the move done pretty soon.
Let's see what he can do. The next Aspect at the moment in 7th place, 2 tenths behind Cassie. He's had a pretty decent race, hasn't he, next Aspect, and so has Cassie as well. He's got a 3-second time penalty, as I said that. But just look at Ginger. He's not really gained a lot on this lap. He was, I believe, when he made the overtake on the 2 TTG boys, it was 3.7. Now it's only 3.6, but there's not much difference between them. So it looks like Westy is keeping his pace for now. Look at Navy though. Navy's fallen behind rather considerably. And Midnight said as well, you can tell that Ginger was desperate to get the overtakes. Well, obviously he is. Obviously fighting to keep a 100% record at the moment. Could win 3 out of 3 races. He has to make that desperate lunge in that first corner to see if he's got a chance against Westy. But it looks like Westy, he's keeping the pace with Ginger. So Ginger's not catching up to him. Well, he is catching up to him, but only just by the smallest of margins. So it looks like Westy at the moment looks pretty comfortable for the win, unless anything happens. The two TTG cars keeping Terror Racer behind for now, but DRS...
team orders.
Will there be team orders indeed? Let's look at this. It looks like it will be, but Navy will have to be careful, because obviously Terror Racer is going to be rushing to try and get a podium as well. He's in the fight for it.
Definitely got it covered, but I think Terror Racer, will definitely get past Navy. I believe Navy on those 10-lap old medium tyres, with Terror Racer on 4-lap old softs. They will degrade later in the race, those softs, but for now I think he's definitely got the pace advantage over Navy.
And let's see what Terror Racer could do coming into the final corners. You can't make a move just yet, but he'll have DRS to probably make a move, but obviously so will Navy, so Recon needs to make sure that Navy is not too close to him to make a dangerous move and then had to back out. It doesn't look like he's going to be that close. He's got a better exit than Terror Racer, and Terror Racer is losing time to him. Look at Nexus Aspect as well behind, and who's got a move on Cassie G as well. Cassie G though in 7th place. He's had a pretty mediocre race again really in the midfield, but pretty decent I guess considering he started from near the back. TJ Carlo in 8th place as well. There's less gaps now at the moment. Maze has lost a lot of time to Jay Carty, and Navy's actually got a 3-second time penalty. Oh! Who's that? That is Noel, and Noel's gone into the wall.
Whoa.
That looked kind of deliberate there, but I don't know if he's lost the car completely and into the wall. Look at Aspect now in 6th place.
Really close between Terror and Navy. Wouldn't even say Aspect would ever try and make a move on Terror again.
Let's go see if Terror is going to make a move. It's surely not. He's getting closer and closer to Navy, but
let's have a look. But Aspect thinks better of it.
Well, yeah, look at these three fighting for 4th place at the moment. Nexus Aspect having a good race so far. Let's see what Terror Racer can do. He's not going to make the move on Navy just yet. He's not that desperate at the moment. Still 6 laps to go until this race is done. Ginger is slowly closing into Westy, but it looks like Westy has got it covered for now. Still 3.3 seconds, so it's still not much. Ginger has closed in from Westy there. Nexus Aspect then is 6th place. Look at Terror Racer in 5th. TCG Navy in 4th place as well. Look at this. Terror Racer's got a bad exit, but it looks like DRS may help him and he may make the move on Navy. Let's see what's going to happen. As he's going to switch to the inside, and there he goes. Oh, it's going to be close to contact.
Yes, he will.
And Navy's going to get the easy switchback done.
Brilliant switchback on him.
Terror Racer's actually lost quite a bit out to Navy there, but he's going to close in again, and he will have DRS again. And oh, Terror Racer!
Ooh, that's bad.
Had to slow down. He may have compromised Aspect as well. He didn't get him wing damage though, but Aspect has lost time alongside Terror Racer. So Terror Racer losing the car maybe a little bit as Cassie G gets another 3-second time penalty. Let's look at Recon then. Recon is actually closing to Ginger right now, which is kind of interesting. It's starting to show those soft tyres are wearing off. So at the moment, it looks like Recon could potentially steal that 2nd place from Ginger. And maybe even
Aspect
potentially...
Terror Racer defending hard from Aspect, so I didn't interrupt you there, but they're getting really close. Aspect looking around the outside, goes for a bit of a lunge.
He's not going to get it done, surely not.
Squeeze,
he's going to keep around. So it's going to be the inside.
Contact with wheel banging.
Oh, wheel banging again. Oh, Nexus Aspect.
For Aspect, but
almost.
Terror Racer holds the position of P5.
Just for now, but look at Aspect. Aspect is literally licking his lips, making sure that the next move is actually going to be his. I mean, he must be inspired after Terror Racer's move, but Terror Racer, look at the delta. He will not have DRS into the next straight, but Aspect will do. So this is going to be interesting to see for the Nexus drivers. Should be able to get past Terror Racer, gets a good exit. And look at Aspect. Aspect's warming up his DRS. He's warming up his tyres or something. He's kind of missed a chance there massively.
Happy with some of the defending from Terror. I think that's what I can presume he was leaving for. I think he should just keep his head down and look into the next overtaking spot. I think that could be the best choice for him.
Yeah, he mustn't try to get in Terror Racer's head, because a lot of these drivers are in esports teams because of their maturity in driving, and obviously because of their professionalism in driving, and obviously how fast they are. So you must make sure Obviously, as a driver, you can't do any of these silly things. And look at this, he's lost a lot of time to Terra Racer, and it was such a golden opportunity to maybe make a move, and he's kind of fluffed it. But look at Recon now, right behind Ginger, and it's clear to see that those soft tyres are now starting to go, which is actually bad news for Westy. But Recon here at the moment on the outside, it's actually good news for Westy, because it's Westy's TGG, luckily, and I think, no, Recon saved it again, but Recon almost round at this current point. But Ginger's not really catching Westy, never really was catching Westy at the moment. But look at this on the inside line, Recon trying to keep with Ginger at the moment though, keeping second place. Kiki asking, how did Ginger have DRS? Perhaps, I don't actually know, perhaps it may have been a someone who had left or disconnected. Perhaps, yeah, from Einstein's AI car, or Einstein's AI car. So that answers that question. Recon's got to close in, and Ginger again. And is he going to go for an ambitious move? He might as well do, but he's almost lost a car. Must watch out very considerably. Look at Ginger again. Ginger at the moment holding the line. look at Recon.
Those are not looking in good shape at all.
Oh, what's happened to Cassie G? Oh, he's moved down 2 places. He hasn't spun though, luckily. But look at this train here for 7th place at the moment. There's a battle at the front, but let's look at this battle at the moment. Let's see if anyone makes any mistakes. Teacher Carlo has to be careful. Cassie gets another 3-second time penalty. Back to the front then, where it looks like Westy's going to end up winning his race unless obviously penalties play. But look at Recon at the moment closing in with Ginger again. Look at this, he's going to probably make a move on him this time. Ginger's going to hold the defensive line, so it's going to have to be done by the outside line, or Recon would have to get it done immediately. Looks like he got the job done and dusted. Look at Ginger though on the inside. Picked up another 3-second time penalty.
TJ making a move.
Siege and TJ, what's happened here though? Look at these two. Ginger as well making another move on Recon. Recon trying to make another move again, but it's not going to work. But Ginger just picked up another 3-second time penalty though. You have to be careful. But look at this though, the two TGG drivers look like it could be a 1-2-3 at the moment. Terra Racer losing time a little bit out to him. TJ Carlo behind Siege now, like you just said, Siege.
Ooh. Ginger loses the car.
Ginger's lost the
Would
car.
that give Recon a better exit, but Ginger was able to save it.
But look at this, it is a better exit. It is a better exit, and Ginger defending for his life and getting very close to Recon there, but Recon's got to do around the outside. Ginger breaking late. Switchback though. Switchback's going to work surely for the TTG driver, and now Recon has got the chance to move away. That's what I mean now. The soft tyres are going to be much worse. So look at this. Recon's getting well away from Ginger. Look at that. Recon's got well away from Ginger, and that just shows how much he was being held up by Ginger, and now Recon could potentially catch up with Westy at the end of this race. But obviously as TTG drivers, they wouldn't want to fight too much for the lead, because it could be a 1-2, could be even a 1-2-3. Maybe his tyres are almost getting away as well.
Seconds behind Ginger is from Recon. Yeah, those softs are really not looking in good shape. Mediums are looking a lot quicker, but here we are down the grid. We've got Cassie, DJ, and Siege continuing this battle.
No one looks like they're going to make a move right now, but look at TJ Carlo. He's catching up to Siege. I don't think he's going to make a move. He looks like he might do, but he's a little bit far back for obvious reasons. But look at that livery, looking absolutely gorgeous from TJ Carlo there. Great choice in my opinion. Let's see behind him, Cass close to Jay Carty as well. Not the race he would have wanted for Ozone, but Ozone getting a point here, so Ozone would be happy. Probably the best performing Ozone driver of the series so far. Maze is losing time to him behind, not really catching up with anyone, and obviously Einstein obviously left the session. I think he's either disconnected or just not. Look at Recon. Recon's 1.4 seconds off Westy now, so unless he gives Westy the win, because look at Ginger 2 seconds behind now, and Navy's closing in. Terra Racer is also closing in as well, but Navy at the moment has an opportunity to catch up even further to Ginger, and that just shows that he's
Cassie is through, sorry about that, but Cassie has gone past his teammate.
Yeah, that was a good move. Oh, look at this, Jay Carty!
Oh, that's an incident. Jay Carty from out of nowhere.
That's Jay Carty around. He's got to be careful. Look at Maze coming through. He'll have to be careful when he's kind of not helped Maze there, and Maze has got past luckily, but Teacher Carlo coming back onto the track, rather dangerous. But Jay Carty, very ambitious move there, probably not the best move to make. He should have probably just in my opinion, you should have just stayed back a little bit and waited for the DRS to hit him here. And look at this though, PmP Cassie G right now trying to catch up with Siege. Siege is far away. TTG Tim with the, I guess, calling emoji. So at the moment, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, Tim, but TTG is running Kota right now, and that is correct. They are pretty much running it right now with Ginger far away off the pace. Recon and Westy dominating as the top two. Navy also closing up on Ginger as well, so let's see what Navy can do. Can Navy make the move on him? He will have one more lap to do it as well. He's closing another, I guess, 6 tenths, I believe it is. So the 16-lap-old mediums are much better than those 10-lap-old soft tyres. So I think it was Midnight who said, why did Navy pit? Well, this is potentially the reason, because the soft tyres has actually ended up being a little bit of a wrong choice there for Ginger. And Ginger may even lose a podium here tonight. Not the best race. And obviously
Recon is past Westy.
Recon is past Westy, so Westy's just got to let him pass and finish this race off. As for Navy though, Navy's closing in on Ginger. Is he going to get the move done, or is he going to settle down and finish 4th place, or make sure that obviously penalty wise he could? I'm not going to check the race director obviously, because I want it to be a surprise at the end, but it looks like, and obviously Cassie G gets up another 3-second time penalty. He's had quite a few of those today. Look at Navy, he's closed in very much on Ginger, and this is going to be the move of the night potentially here, with Navy closing in on Ginger. Let's see what happens here. He's going to get the move done, surely. Ginger's going to close in, goes very defensive, hogs the whole track. It's not going to matter though. Navy is going to get past, but look at Ginger. Ginger's going to try and get the move done again. Navy goes a little bit wide, Ginger on the outside. He'll have to break a little later, a little bit of contact there. Had to be very close through the corners. Navy though is going to get away, and Ginger almost loses the car again. So it looks like at the moment, oh, Navy's gone wide at the moment, but I don't think Ginger's going to get the move done. So it looks like it's going to be a TTG 1, 2, 3. If I'm not mistaken, as Recon's going to come around the final 2 corners. He's already celebrating. He already knows that he's probably won the race. As he comes around the final corner, TTG take the win with Recon in first, Westy in second. Is Navy going to finish home in third? Yes, he is. No, he's not. And no, Terror Races. No, Nexus Aspect sees it. Oh my word. He just got down to 6th. Aspect gets 3rd place for Nexus. And I believe he started from the back of the grid as well. So what a performance that was for Nexus Aspect. But the top 2 tonight were Recon and Westy for TTG. What a performance from TTG. I'm not sure what their full name is, if anyone can answer me that. But TTG leading the way in Cohen, as Tim dominated Kota pretty much. I forgot the podium celebrations again. I do this a lot. But look at this then. Look at that. Everyone getting a penalty in this tonight. Anyway, Recon finishes in 1st place for TTG with Westy in 2nd. Picks up very valuable points. Nexus Aspect for Nexus, the only Nexus driver tonight. I think Noah was a Nexus driver as well, but Nexus Aspect in 3rd place. TTG Siege in 4th. Again, another TTG driver in the top 5. PmP, this is not a good night for them. Terror Racer in 5th. Ginger in 6th. TTG again in 7th and 8th. So Maze is up to 8th place as well. So more points for TTG. Jay Carty in 9th for Ozone, which is the best performing Ozone driver again. TJ Carlo in 10th for PmP, and the rest don't pick up points, including Casse, Einstein, Noel, and of course PmP regular, who crashed out. But that was the end of this event. Dane, who was your driver of the day? It's probably an obvious one, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got to give it to Nexus Aspect. From P13 on the grid all the way to get into P3, does really well to try his best not to pick up too many penalties. He does pick up the 1, but it really does show the less penalties you have, the better you do. And he comes from pretty much nowhere into P3, so he's my driver of the day. Yeah,
and obviously, as you're choosing that driver of the day, I was going to choose Aspect, but instead I am going to choose TTG Westy, because he's coming from 10th to 2nd on the grid, and not only that, the strategy was grand. Did very well on the strategy. But besides that, we will have to end the stream here, obviously, as this is the end of the event. So obviously, well done to TTG for winning tonight, and obviously congrats to Recon, Westy and Aspect on their podium positions. Anyway, we'll have to see you later. So from me and Dane, it was an amazing race, an amazing stream, and we will see you next week, which I believe we're out of track next week. I believe this event goes on, but I'm not sure who it is.